Good evening, comic kids. Cash Cow back with another video. Today we're gonna hit you with a group that nobody seems to be talking about, but I'm starting to see their first appearances of these characters start to get pretty expensive. Majority of them are Daredevil comics. We got one that's Amazing Spider-Man. I'm gonna hit you with this. We got Daredevil King Size Annual #1. Anybody that knows that comic book knows that is the emissaries of evil. Yes. I have seen gains from Stiltman. Now the group includes Electro, who's the leader. Got Electro, Stiltman, Matador, Leapfrog, Gladiator. Is that it? Yeah, that's it. That's it. Electro, Leapfrog, Gladiator, Stiltman, Matador. It's 5. But Electro's the leader. This is their first appearance as a group together. Now, I'm starting to see the increase. Now, we know we've seen Electro already, right? We've seen him in Spider-Man No Way Home. So we know that's very much a possibility. They're talking about doing a spinoff with Electro and Sony, but I wouldn't count on that. We'll see. But we know we got him. We also have gotten not Leapfrog, but Frogman, which is Leapfrog's son. He was the main villain in She-Hulk series, season #1. So we've already kind of started getting some characters, right? That's their first team appearance. That's actually a good book to pick up. Right now it's pretty cheap, but hey, we start seeing more and more characters, probably might bring it out. Alright? Next, got Daredevil #8. This is the first appearance and origin of Stiltman, and he is speculated to appear in the Armor Wars. Now, I don't know if they will make him appear in it. If he does, check mark. That's another member put out there. I think it's a strong possibility that I don't see Emissaries of Evil being the Sinister Six level, although Electro is a member of the Sinister Six, the original one anyhow. I kind of see them being like a Daredevil TV series group that Daredevil has to fight, or because Daredevil actually has to fight these guys. So Electro jumps in between Spider-Man and Daredevil. Kind of crazy, but the rest of the villains all originate from Daredevil's storyline. So it could be, you probably won't see this when they first bring Daredevil back out because they're going to be doing the Born Again series. But down the road, if it's pretty successful, you probably could get an Emissaries of Evil group. Be nice to battle them for a season. That's 5 villains that can, especially Electro, that can really do what they need to do with you. But this one is speculated for Armor Wars. We'll see how on that. I'm kind of iffy because, we've heard reports of Ultron. We've heard reports on Titanium Man, Crimson Dynamo. Who knows how they can go with that. We'll just keep our fingers crossed on that Armor Wars series. Alright. Next, we got Daredevil #25. This is the first appearance of Leapfrog, Vincent Patilio, and also Daredevil creates a secret identity named Mike Murdock instead of Matt Murdock. Now, everybody remembers Frogman because She-Hulk represented him at first, and then he turns on her. But his son's a screw up. He's not like, he has his dad's tech, but he's Frogman. He's not Leapfrog. Leapfrog is in his own little world. That's the daddy for a reason, you know. But we know that we already got Frogman in the MCU, right? So maybe they can introduce Leapfrog in the next season as a way to kind of avenge his son's screw ups or come back after She-Hulk, how she basically humiliated the family name. You know, you never know how those things go. But I feel like where there's smoke, there's fire. So if you're seeing Frogman, there's a strong possibility his dad will come back in it, and you'll see his dad. And when you get his dad, Leapfrog. Because for a long time, people had speculation that Leapfrog was actually supposed to appear in She-Hulk first season, but ended up in Frogman. Keep a lookout out for that right now. That's dropping. So right now you can get that for a pretty good, decent deal. All right. Next, got Daredevil number 5. This is the first appearance of the Matador. Also, in this, it's a redesign of Daredevil's chest emblem. And if I'm not mistaken, it has a pinup in it as well. So if you can, get you one with a pinup. But this comic, along with this comic, have seen some really good games. And anybody watching this video that has been trying to get these have seen how they've become expensive in the last, 6-7 months. Those two are starting to print their own money. Only a matter of time because Daredevil has some good characters, and now with people knowing that the show's coming out, they don't know who is going to be the villains, who they're going to continue to make longer seasons with these characters. So people just throwing darts to see what stick. But those two for sure, Daredevil number 5, Daredevil number 8, have definitely seen gains. Alright? Be on the lookout for that. That used to be a really cheap issue. That's starting to get a little expensive now. Next, got Daredevil number 18. Alright? This is the first appearance and origin of Gladiator. And he's basically a costume designer that turned criminal. So, you know, you kind of get a hint of how they could go in a direction in She-Hulk series where she kind of falls out with the costume designer and then they make up and they cool again. So I was like, okay, well, that's not going to be that. But that's possibility of a way that they can go because the Gladiator is a costume designer that turned to a criminal. I think if we don't see the emissary evil fight Daredevil, it's a possibility we could see it maybe with She-Hulk or somebody. Like, I don't know, because their stories are starting to intertwine. So you saw that you got Daredevil, he was put in She-Hulk series, so maybe they can feed off of that. Because, I mean, you need more than one person to take down She-Hulk. Let's just be real with that. But they can put an interesting spin on it, because if you watch She-Hulk, you've seen how they turn Porcupine from a bad guy to pretty much a good guy. Wasn't expecting that, but he did it. Hey, nothing wrong. You know, sometimes it's going to be surprises. Sometimes it's going to be wrong, and I could be wrong. But I'm just starting to see the individual first appearances of all these characters starting to become expensive. Could it be a boom because we're getting ready to get a Daredevil series and it's finally in the works? Maybe. Could it also be because where there's smoke, there's fire, and that we've already got the leader of the group in the MCU. We got the son of one of the other members of the group. It's rumored that Stiltman's supposed to be in Armor Wars. Starting to see what's lining up here. All we missing is Gladiator and Matador. And maybe we get Leapfrog in the second season of She-Hulk. Alright? Now last one. Of course, it's gotta be the leader. This is the first appearance of Electro. Amazing Spider-Man #9. First appearance and origin. This is the alpha of the group. He is the leader of the group. And he is a very worthy foe. Now, see how I like how it goes with old school Silver Age, like Marvel, how they can have villains jump from like one hero to another. Because the first appearance is Amazing Spider-Man #9, right? And he's fighting Spider-Man. But then his second appearance is Daredevil #2, where he's fighting the Daredevil. So it's like he switched that quick. He was here and gone, and then he's to the next hero. That's what gives us so much possibilities with these characters, because they can jump from one hero to fighting another hero, and then you got a whole different story on your hands. Guys, tell me what you think. Do you think it's a future for Emissary of Evil? I think it's a slight possibility. We'll see if we continue to get more characters introduced. I feel like if they are successful and Stiltman maybe is introduced through Armor Wars, and then they bring out Leapfrog next season with She-Hulk, then we probably are definitely going to get the Emissaries of Evil. Alright? With that being said, guys, it's Cash Cow hitting you guys with this weekly video. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. I really want your input on that. Do you think we got Emissary of Evil coming our way? I really hope we do, because everybody is always focused on Sinister Six. And I'm like, yeah, they solid. They solid. But we already got that. Somewhat of it. And how many times can you do Sinister Six? Gotta. I mean, yeah, we're gonna get the Thunderbolts, but they're gonna make the Thunderbolts more of a superhero group, so that doesn't do us anything. I mean, if you like superheroes, fine, but me, I like the villains. So if Electro goes on and does his own thing, then that's what he, in the comic books, turns to, is the Emissaries of Evil. Alright, guys, I'm out. You guys be safe. Enjoy the hunt. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think. Am I blowing smoke, or is there smoke and then we getting ready to have that fire? Alright, Cash Cow out.